Hi, I'm Eduard Dezeanu and I'm a social confidence coach. Congratulations for reaching this presentation. If you're here, this means you probably feel nervous or tense during many conversations. Maybe while chatting with someone, you're often at a loss for words and you don't know what to say next, or you feel you're not interesting enough and you have a hard time making an impression on others. Maybe you rarely go to parties or social events, and even when you do, you frequently just stand alone in a corner. Or you tend to be quiet and reserved during social interactions, while others talk and have fun. Most importantly, you want to fix this so you can turn around your social life, dating life or career and live to the fullest. If this is true, I want to tell you two things. The first is that I've been there and I know exactly how you feel. The second thing is to watch this presentation entirely because it provides the key to solving these issues once and for all. In this exclusive presentation, I'm gonna show you how you can make effortless, confident and captivating conversation with anyone, no matter how tough conversation may be for you right now. You're about to learn cutting-edge psychological know-how that most men and women will never know. So I need you to put 19 minutes aside, glue yourself to the chair, not literally, and focus your attention. Alright, many people I coach have trouble starting conversations, keeping them going, or avoiding awkward silences. Sounds familiar? If this is your case as well, you probably think you have this problem because you don't have interesting things to say or you lack conversation skills. But this is not true. Something very few people truly understand is that 80% of how well you make conversation and what impact you have on others is determined by your mental state. The remaining 20% is determined by how good your conversation skills are per se, as well as how rich and interesting your lifestyle is. When you're in the right mental state, your thinking is clear and agile, your social intuition jumps into action. Yes, you have one. And conversation becomes effortless. What is this right mental state? It's no more and no less than conversation confidence. The feeling of calm and self-assurance regarding starting a conversation, making conversation, and expressing yourself in it. And the most powerful method to make effortless conversation is to boost your conversation confidence. It gets even better. Not only that improving your conversation confidence will make any conversation run smoothly, but it's also the one crucial change that will immediately make others notice you more and find you captivating. They'll visibly enjoy talking with you, want to know you better, initiate future interactions with you, and even compete for your attention. Think of it this way. When you feel nervous and inadequate during a conversation, you're like a worn-out 1980 Ford Pinto without the carburetor. When you feel confident and at ease, you're like a brand new Ferrari F70. Conversation confidence makes that big of a difference. It allows you to be your very best self in conversation, and it revives your social life, dating life, and career. Trust me, once you have conversation confidence, you'd be amazed how sharp your conversation skills are and how interesting you are. The best news I can give you is that once you have a good understanding of its psychology, you can drastically increase your conversation confidence. How do I know? For starters, because I've been on both sides of the fence. In high school and college, I was the shy, invisible guy people barely noticed. I felt anxious during most conversations, I was very reserved, and I often struggled with making even basic conversation. I remember that sometimes while walking down the street, if I would notice a person I knew on the same side, I would urgently cross to the other side of the street so I wouldn't run into them, because just the thought of having to talk with them made me feel nervous. Now, I meet lots of new people every single week, and I find it easy and fun to make conversation with them. I can always count on the fact that I can be myself and others will like me just the way I am. And my only issue is that I know too many cool people to be able to hang out with each one of them as much as I would like to. I also give speeches on the psychology of confidence on a regular basis to audiences of up to a few hundred, and I positively love every second of it. In addition, over the past 5+ years, as a social confidence coach, I've worked with hundreds of individuals just like you and helped them boost their conversation confidence. The transformations they have achieved have been nothing short of remarkable, and if they did it, you can too. All you require is the proper know-how. The first thing